You know that feeling, don't you? That gentle, then insistent nudge in the middle of the night. You're deep in a peaceful sleep, perhaps even dreaming, and suddenly, your bladder sounds the alarm. You stir, sigh, and shuffle out of bed, perhaps for the first time, then the second, and sometimes even a third or fourth time before the sun even thinks about rising. It's more than just an inconvenience, isn't it? It chips away at your precious sleep, leaving you feeling groggy, tired, and just a little bit out of sorts the next day. That constant interruption of your rest, night after night, can really wear you down. It makes you wonder if a full night's sleep, uninterrupted by those trips to the bathroom, is just a distant memory from your younger days. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to be this way? What if there were simple everyday adjustments you could make that could significantly reduce those nighttime awakenings, helping you reclaim your sleep and wake up feeling refreshed and ready to embrace the day? In this video, we're going to explore 7 practical, daily habits that are easy to adopt and can make a world of difference for anyone over 70 who finds themselves making too many nighttime excursions to the bathroom. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive remedies, just thoughtful tweaks to your routine that can bring you more restful nights. Stick with me until the very end, because I have something that might truly surprise you and could be the missing piece for a truly peaceful night's sleep. So, let's dive right into our first habit, one that seems so simple but can be incredibly impactful. It's all about your evening fluid strategy. Think about it. What you drink, and especially when you drink it, plays a huge role in how often your bladder calls for attention during the night. As we get older, our kidneys don't always process fluids as quickly as they used to, and our bodies tend to redistribute fluids more readily when we lie down. This means that if you're sipping on drinks right up until bedtime, that fluid is going to be filtered by your kidneys while you're trying to sleep, leading to more trips to the bathroom. The trick here isn't to dehydrate yourself or avoid fluids entirely. That would be unhealthy and counterproductive. Instead, it's about being mindful and strategic. A good rule of thumb is to start cutting back on your fluid intake about 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. For example, if you typically head to bed around 9 p.m., try to have your last substantial drink by 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. This gives your body ample time to process most of the liquid before you even lie down. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What if I get thirsty? It's perfectly fine to take small sips of water if your mouth feels dry, but try to avoid large glasses or chugging water. Think of it like a gentle tapering off, rather than an abrupt stop. Imagine you're settling in for your favorite evening television show, maybe a mystery or a documentary. Instead of having a big mug of tea or a tall glass of juice by your side, opt for a smaller cup. Or, even better, finish that drink well before the show starts. This simple adjustment allows your kidneys to do their work while you're still up and about. So by the time your head hits the pillow, your bladder isn't already signaling for attention. It's about giving your body a head start on managing fluids, ensuring that what goes in comes out before you're trying to catch those precious Z's. Just this one change can significantly reduce the volume of urine your body produces during the night, leading to fewer interruptions. Building on that idea of mindful consumption, our second crucial habit focuses on what you eat and drink throughout the day. Especially in the afternoon and evening, it's all about curbing bladder irritants. You see, it's not just the quantity of fluid, but also the type of fluid, and even some foods that can make your bladder overly active and eager to empty. Certain substances act like unwelcome guests, irritating the bladder lining and making it feel full even when it isn't, or causing it to contract more frequently. Let's talk about the usual culprits. First up, caffeine. That lovely cup of coffee in the morning might be your wake-up call, but if you're still having it in the afternoon, or worse, an evening tea that's loaded with caffeine, you're essentially giving your bladder a strong stimulant right before bedtime. Caffeine is a diuretic, meaning it encourages your body to produce more urine, and it also irritates the bladder. The same goes for alcohol. While a glass of wine with dinner might feel relaxing, alcohol is also a diuretic and can significantly disrupt your sleep quality, making you more prone to waking up for any reason, including bladder signals. Try to limit both caffeine and alcohol, especially after midday. If you enjoy a warm drink in the evening, switch to a decaffeinated herbal tea. Think chamomile or peppermint, which can actually be calming. Beyond drinks, some foods can also be problematic. Highly acidic foods like citrus, fruits, oranges, grapefruit, lemons, and tomatoes found in sauces, soups, and even some pizzas can irritate the bladder. Spicy foods, artificial sweeteners, and even carbonated beverages can also be surprisingly irritating. It's not about cutting them out completely, but rather becoming aware of how they affect you. If you notice that after a particularly spicy meal or a soda, your nighttime trips increase, then you've found a potential irritant. Consider enjoying these foods earlier in the day, or in smaller quantities, giving your body more time to process them before you settle down for the night. Imagine enjoying your favorite pasta dish, but perhaps choosing a less acidic sauce, or making sure that your last cup of coffee is well before lunch, by being more mindful of what you consume, especially in the latter half of the day. You're essentially being kinder to your bladder, allowing it to relax and do its job without constantly being provoked. This conscious effort to reduce bladder irritants works hand in hand with smart fluid management, creating a powerful combination to help you sleep through the night. Building on the foundation of smart fluid management and mindful eating, our next habit shifts our focus to how you move, or perhaps don't move, throughout your day. It's called strategic daily movement, and it's surprisingly effective. You see, when we spend a lot of time sitting, especially as the day progresses, fluid tends to pool in our lower legs and feet due to gravity. This is why many people notice their ankles and feet swell a bit by the evening. But here's the crucial part. When you finally lie down to sleep, that pooled fluid has an opportunity to flow back into your general circulation. Your kidneys then detect this increase in fluid volume and dutifully start working to filter it out, producing more urine. And guess what? This process often kicks into high gear right when you're trying to get your best sleep, leading directly to those nighttime bathroom visits. The solution isn't to run a marathon. Far from it. It's about gentle, consistent movement throughout the day. Think of it as encouraging your body's natural fluid distribution system. Simple activities like regular, short walks can make a huge difference. You don't need to do a strenuous workout, a leisurely stroll around the block, a quick trip to the mailbox, or even just getting up to move around your home every hour or so can help. Instead of sitting through an entire movie or reading session without moving, try to intersperse those activities with a few minutes of standing, stretching, or walking. Picture yourself gardening for a bit, or perhaps doing some light housework. These activities involve movement that keeps your circulation going. Even just standing up and marching in place during commercials, or doing some simple leg lifts while seated, can prevent that fluid from settling too much. The key is consistency and gentle activity, not intense exercise that might rev you up before bed. By encouraging your body to keep fluids moving and circulating throughout the day, you give your kidneys a chance to process them earlier, reducing the load when you're finally ready to rest. This proactive approach during your waking hours can significantly reduce the amount of fluid that needs to be processed at night, paving the way for undisturbed sleep. Now, let's talk about a habit that might feel a little more direct in terms of bladder control, and that's incorporating gentle pelvic floor exercises into your daily routine. Many people think these exercises are only for women, or only after childbirth. But that's a common misconception. Both men and women can benefit immensely from strengthening their pelvic floor muscles. Especially as we age, these muscles act like a supportive sling at the base of your pelvis, holding up your bladder, bowels, and, for women, the uterus. A strong pelvic floor provides better support for your bladder and can improve your control over when you need to urinate. The great thing about these exercises, often called Kegels, is that they are incredibly discreet and can be done anywhere, anytime. You can do them sitting, standing, or lying down. The key is to identify the right muscles. Imagine you're trying to stop the flow of urine midstream, or trying to stop yourself from passing gas. Those are the muscles you want to gently contract. It's not about squeezing your buttocks, legs, or stomach. It's a very internal lift. Once you've identified them, The exercise itself is simple: gently squeeze and lift those muscles. Hold for a count of 3 to 5 seconds. Then, slowly release, rest for a few seconds, and repeat. Start with just a few repetitions, perhaps 5 to 10, 3 times a day. You can do them while you're waiting in line at the shop, sitting at your kitchen table, or even while watching your favorite television program. It's a quiet, personal habit that doesn't require any special equipment or a trip to the gym. Over time, these small, consistent efforts can significantly improve your bladder's ability to hold urine, giving you more control and reducing the urgency that often leads to those nighttime awakenings. Think of it as giving your bladder a gentle, internal support system, empowering it to do its job more effectively and letting you enjoy longer stretches of uninterrupted sleep. Continuing our journey towards better sleep, our fifth powerful habit builds on the idea of fluid management and preventing nighttime trips. It's all about elevating your legs. We touched upon how fluid can pool in your lower limbs during the day, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting or standing. This fluid then rushes back into your system when you lie down, causing your kidneys to work overtime at night. Elevating your legs before bed is a wonderfully simple and effective way to help your body reabsorb that fluid earlier in the evening, giving your kidneys a chance to process it well before you settle in for deep sleep. This isn't about some complicated maneuver. It's as straightforward as lying down with your feet propped up higher than your heart. You can do this by lying on your back on your bed or a sofa and placing a couple of pillows or a cushion under your ankles and lower legs. Aim to keep them elevated for about 30 to 60 minutes. You could do this while reading a book, watching the evening news, or simply listening to some calming music. The idea is to use gravity to your advantage, helping that fluid that has gathered in your ankles and feet during the day to return to your bloodstream. Once it's back in your circulation, your kidneys can filter it out, and you can eliminate it through urination while you're still awake and able to use the bathroom conveniently. Imagine this, instead of your body processing a significant amount of fluid in the middle of the night, potentially waking you up. It's doing that work hours earlier. This means that by the time you're truly ready to drift off to sleep, your bladder is less likely to be urgently full. It's a peaceful, relaxing habit that you can easily integrate into your evening wind-down routine. Picture yourself unwinding after a long day, perhaps sipping on that decaffeinated herbal tea we talked about earlier, all while gently elevating your legs and letting your body prepare itself for a night of undisturbed rest. It's a proactive step that can have a surprisingly big impact on those nighttime bathroom calls, helping you enjoy more continuous, quality sleep. Now, let's turn our attention to the overall environment where you're trying to achieve that elusive deep sleep. Because even if your bladder is the primary culprit for waking you, a poor sleep environment can make you far more sensitive to those signals. Our sixth habit is all about optimizing your sleep environment. Think of your bedroom as a sanctuary for sleep, a place designed for complete rest. If your sleep quality is poor, you're more likely to wake up fully at the slightest nudge, including the early signals from your bladder. When you're truly in a deep restorative sleep, your body is less likely to register those urges until they become quite strong, giving you longer stretches of uninterrupted rest. So, how do you create this ideal sleep haven first? Focus on darkness. Even small amounts of light, whether from a street lamp outside, a digital clock, or a charging phone, can disrupt your body's production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Consider investing in blackout curtains or blinds to block out all external light. If that's not possible, a comfortable sleep mask can be surprisingly effective. Next, prioritize quiet. Unwanted noise, from traffic outside to a ticking clock or even household sounds, can pull you out of deeper sleep stages. Earplugs can be a simple solution, or consider a white noise machine or a fan, which can create a consistent, soothing background sound to mask sudden disturbances. Temperature is also key. Most people sleep best in a cool room, typically between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, or about 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. A room that's too warm can lead to tossing and turning and restless sleep. Finally, think about comfort. Is your mattress still supportive? Are your pillows comfortable? These things might seem obvious, But an uncomfortable sleeping surface can prevent you from truly relaxing and entering those deeper sleep cycles. Make sure your bed is used primarily for sleeping and intimacy, rather than as an office or a TV lounge. By making your bedroom a truly inviting and conducive space for sleep, you're not just hoping for better rest, you're actively creating the conditions for it. When you're sleeping more deeply, your body is better able to suppress those mild bladder signals, allowing you to stay asleep longer and wake up feeling truly refreshed. It's about setting the stage for your body to do what it does best: rest and repair. Undisturbed. And finally, our seventh powerful habit for better sleep and fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom might surprise you, but it's incredibly effective. It's incorporating mindful relaxation or gentle meditation into your daily routine. You might wonder what stress or anxiety has to do with your bladder, but there's a strong connection. Our minds and bodies are intricately linked, and when we're stressed or anxious, our nervous system can go into overdrive. This can heighten our perception of physical sensations, including the urge to urinate, even when our bladder isn't truly full. Furthermore, stress is a notorious sleep disruptor, making it harder to fall asleep. Stay asleep and achieve that deep, restorative rest where your body is less sensitive to mild bladder signals. By consciously cultivating calmness and reducing stress, you can help calm your entire system, including your bladder. This isn't about becoming a Zen master overnight. It's about finding simple, accessible ways to unwind and quiet your mind. One of the most effective techniques is deep breathing. Just a few minutes of focused, deep breathing can lower your heart rate, relax your muscles, and shift your nervous system from a state of alertness to one of rest. Try this sit or lie comfortably. Place one hand on your stomach and inhale slowly through your nose, feeling your stomach rise. Exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling your stomach fall. Focus entirely on the sensation of your breath. Even 5 to 10 minutes of this before bed can make a significant difference. Other forms of mindful relaxation could include listening to calming music or nature sounds, engaging in a gentle stretching routine, or practicing progressive muscle relaxation, where you systematically tense and then relax different muscle groups throughout your body. The goal is to gently guide your mind away from worries and anxieties and towards a state of peace. Imagine ending your day not with a frantic dash, but with a peaceful, deliberate transition into rest. By reducing the mental chatter and physical tension that often accompanies daily life, you're creating an internal environment that is more conducive to deep, uninterrupted sleep. When your mind is calm, your bladder signals tend to be less urgent, and your sleep quality improves overall. It's a powerful, yet gentle, way to reclaim your nights and wake up feeling truly rested. So, we've covered quite a journey tonight, haven't we? From strategically managing your evening fluids and being mindful of those tricky bladder irritants, to understanding how a bit of gentle daytime movement and strengthening your pelvic floor can make a real difference. We also explored the power of simply elevating your legs before bed and setting up your sleep environment for optimal rest. And finally, embracing the calming influence of mindful relaxation. Each of these 7 daily habits, when woven into your routine, has the potential to transform your nights from a series of interrupted trips to the bathroom into long, blissful stretches of undisturbed sleep. Remember, this isn't about instant miracles, but about consistent, gentle effort. Small, steady changes truly do add up to remarkable improvements in your health and happiness. Imagine waking up naturally, feeling genuinely refreshed, without that lingering sense of fatigue that comes from a broken night's sleep. That renewed energy can empower you to enjoy your days more fully, pursue your passions, and simply feel better in your own skin. You have the power to make these changes, and every step you take, no matter how small, is a step towards a more rested, vibrant you. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Have you tried any of these habits? Or do you have your own tips for better nighttime sleep? Please share your thoughts and wisdom in the comments section below. Your insights could help so many others in our community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, as that really helps us reach more people who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more practical advice designed to help you live your best life at every age. Here's to many more peaceful, uninterrupted nights for you.